Houston, we have a problem.
This is bullshit. I'm not listening to this. You are insane.
No, you're insane. You simply do not have time for this crap.
I'll use small words that you'll be sure to understand, you warthog-faced buffoon.
You shut your foul mouth!
Yeah, that's my message for you. Fuck you and kiss my ass.
You two are just dumber than a bag of hammers.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. May God have mercy on your soul.
You are now to Vision Radio.
Dusty Vision Radio, Super Audio Network, and I am back in the studio with my boy Dre. What up, Dre?
What's up, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I guess coronavirus is over, or just what happened? Like, I feel like I've been had, dog. I feel like I've been duped.
I don't know, man. It's just crazy that we're in these middle of these protests and nobody's catching corona, really.
Yeah.
I don't want to knock on wood because they said the second wave might happen. Who knows?
All I'm saying is if the rates don't spike in 2 weeks, I'm going to be pissed because they made me sit at home for 3 months for some bullshit. But that's a whole other story, and we are going to chat later on tonight about the fucking horrific events that we've been seeing that started off with the police murdering a dude on camera. That's what I think. Murder is a charge, but that's what I'm hoping is going to be the official, charge. But it started out with some crazy looting riots out here. LA was crazy, man. It reminded me of 1992 all over again. Thankfully, it's been peaceful over the last few days, but we're going to talk about that later. And I want to encourage everyone to join me this Saturday in Uptown Whittier at 1 p.m. I will be protesting. I will be marching for Black and Brown lives and for peace specifically. So join me. Feel free to shoot me a DM, a text, whatever the case is if you want to link up. And then after that, I'll be doing the Hood Stocks podcast. Dre.
Yeah.
Let's get into the show, my man, because on the line right now we have somebody who I'm looking forward to chatting with. We're going to talk a little bit of hip-hop. We're going to talk some gangster shit. We're going to talk some current events. On the line I have from Greensboro, North Carolina, CRIP Curry. What up, CRIP Curry?
What it do?
Good.
Cracking with you.
Yeah, good to talk to you, man. Good to talk to you.
Appreciate you bringing me on here and giving me this opportunity, you know what I'm saying? Let people hear my views and my thoughts, you know what I'm saying? I like what you're doing, man. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah. Thank you, man. I appreciate you for sure. Let's take it way back, man. I want to kind of go back to the beginning because I don't know anything about Greensboro, North Carolina. Is that where you were born and raised pretty much?
Actually not, man. It's just my temporary stomping ground right now, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm out here in North Carolina 336 area a lot, but this is just where I'm at right now. I was actually born in Newark, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
But due to growing up in foster homes and group homes and stuff like that, man, I bounce here and there a little bit everywhere.
Oh, okay. Damn, dog. Foster homes and group homes. What a life, dog. Share me with us what that was like, dog.
Man, it was crazy. I got taken away from my home at 10 years old, and it started out with foster homes, but I always rebelled and was disrespectful because I felt like, they weren't my parents, and I felt like I was being disloyal to my real family. So I did everything I could just to, make them mad and make them get rid of me or whatever they had to do. And then it went from foster homes to group homes to juvie to wilderness camps, training schools, and then jail and prison,
Yeah, we got to slow that down because I know your story is it's probably amazing that you're just even able to sit right there and share it. But I definitely want to take this slow, man. If you don't mind me asking, why were you pulled out of your house?
Apparently somebody called social service, and it was actually crazy because I was staying with my grandmother at the time, and she didn't even know, and they just picked us up from school, and that was it. This is late 90s. But yeah, like to this day, don't know. You know what I'm saying? Just one day, somebody came and picked me and my brother up from school, and next thing you know, we in a foster home.
And this is in Newark?
Actually, I was down in North Carolina for the summer because my grandma had a house down here, so it was normal for us to spend the summers with my grandmother and things like that.
Okay. Yeah, man. What was the craziest thing you saw in the foster system? One of my best friends in the whole world spent his life in the foster system. He's told me some stories, dog. What's the craziest thing that you had to experience?
Just the foster parents treating you like a red-headed stepchild, and you just getting treated like you ain't nothing but a check. I remember one of the things that touched me, and I'll never forget. They like Christmas would come around and stuff like that, and I just get nothing while everybody else getting something.
Wow. Damn, dog. Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty fucked up. Where did your I guess when did you start venturing into the Crip world?
I mean, gangs, the gang life has always been around me. It's always been there. But, you know, I got socked in and put on the hood when I was 12 years old.
Damn. And whereabouts are we talking? What city is?
I was actually in New Jersey.
Okay. So, okay.
My big homie came from Cali to Jersey because he was on you know, they got the 3 strikes out there and stuff like that. So he had to come out here. He came out to Jersey and, you know, ended up connecting with him because I was on my own. I ain't had nobody. I was on the run from the foster home.
Oh damn.
And then and like it's always been around me, so it didn't seem odd. It just the opportunity presented itself, and it made sense with my life.
Okay.
For what I was going through with my family, you know.
I would love to even go before you were probably even born or a baby or whatever. But what do you know about Crips and Bloods coming to Jersey? Like, what's the history behind that?
I mean, you know, of course, it comes from the motherland where you at right now. You know, come from Cali, and that's how a lot of the gangs got spread. Like exactly how my big homie people got so many strikes over there, and they can't risk being over there. So it slowly spread. You know what I'm saying, from Cali all the way to over here.
Okay. Yeah, from what I understand now, or at least in the recent past, a lot of the New York and New Jersey gangs, I mean, they're going hard. Like, they're going like how we were going back in 90s.
Yeah, and see, that's the thing, because they was brought on it late. You know, y'all was already over there doing that. So y'all went through the whole killing phase, shooting phase, and all that stuff like that. And then, you know, people started realizing, okay, we taking too many lives, let's get this money or whatever. So we, on the East Coast, that shit was late. You know what I'm saying? We late to that shit. So these dudes over here, the only thing they know is what they see on TV. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they just banging over a color. So when you know what I'm saying, when it really first started hitting over here, that's all they thought it was about. You know what I mean? Just the color. So if they see you a blue or see you a red or whatever, they just it's on site. You know what I'm saying? It's a problem.
Now, Newark is always, or has always, from what I remember, been in like the top 10 deadliest cities in the country. Who has a bigger presence in Newark, Crips or Bloods? Because I know they got like the double eyes, right? Am I getting that right? The double eyes?
Yeah, I don't really, you know what I'm saying, mess with a lot of them blood dudes. You know, I respect the West Coast. I respect, you know what I'm saying, like how they hold stuff originating. You know what I'm saying? I don't really, you know.
Oh, okay, so you kind of like, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, and it ain't from the land. It ain't stamped. You know what I'm saying? They just started something and try to copy something and mimic something. But still, though, they want to be something, so it go hard. You feel me?
Yeah.
But as far as the presence, now the last couple of years, I mean, well, I ain't gonna front, since, you know, Dipset, Wayne, and all that came out. Next thing you know, everybody's just blood.
Everybody, right?
You know? And now with Nip and, you know what I'm saying, what's going on and the wave and stuff like that, Crips is, you know what I'm saying, you got your hoods, you feel me? You got your Crip hoods, you got your blood hoods, but Crip is definitely multiplying, especially now. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now, I wanna ask you about, you're from the 60s, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mad Nat, West Side Neighborhood, Rolling 60 Crip.
Say that one more time.
Mad Nat.
Okay.
West Side Neighborhood, Rolling 60 Crip.
Gotcha. Okay. Now, speaking of Rolling 60s, talk to me about how your neighborhood, or how you specifically took it when Nipsey Hussle lost his life out here from Shitty Cuz.
Oh yeah. Oh man, that shit hurt me. I was actually in a cell just finishing up a 10-year bid. I got out like 3 or 4 days after he died.
Oh wow, so you fresh out after a 10-year bid. That I did not know. I did notice that your social media just started about a year ago, because I was, you know, trying to look some stuff up. So that makes perfect sense. Okay, keep going. Yeah, what do you remember about that day?
I just remember, you know what I'm saying, like I said, a lot of my homies, you know, they be steady going back to Cali doing this and third. And I got homies that, you know what I'm saying, in the club with Nip, chilling with Nip, you know, you know what I'm saying, just trying to follow his lead, you know. And I was just so excited and ready, because I knew, you know what I'm saying, I could do the same thing. And I couldn't wait to just meet him and this, that, and the third. And it's just like, I was listening to the radio on my cell, and the next thing you know, I heard Nip been shot. And I remember getting on my door like, hey, man, y'all won't believe this. I'm like, what? Man, Nip dead. And just everybody started, representing, kicking their doors, da-da-da-da-da. But, yeah, it hurt, man, because I was looking so forward to it. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, man. Yeah, that was
especially a Crip like him, you feel me? Like a lot of guys that's banging, they doing this stuff for the wrong reasons, trying to make fashion statements and this, that, and the third, or just trying to, turn up for social media when they really ain't about that really, and they don't really know what's going on. But Nip, he was uplifting. He was uplifting the community. You know what I'm saying? He was representing Crip the proper way and how it's really supposed to be done. So to find somebody like him to do that, and then, I mean, honestly, it's nothing new. If you do that, you getting killed. Look at the history from anything from Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, the Black Panther Party, all that stuff. If you stand up and you try to bring the people together, it's bound to happen. But knowing that it happened, like I said, I ain't afraid it hurt me, and I don't know him personally. And I was just just looking forward to meeting him, but it hurt because you seeing whether he Crip or not, it was a good brother.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Yeah, that was. I ain't even gonna lie, I cried like a bitch. I cried again during the year anniversary. It was just a crazy time, man. It was a fucked up situation, especially out here being like 7 miles away from where it happened. It really tripped me out. But I want to kind of take it back a little bit to you. You said you got put on at 12?
Yeah.
Okay. What years were you most active, would you say?
From 12 to now.
12 to present.
Ain't nothing changed. 12 now. Only difference is, back when I, was a little homie, I was putting in mad work, and that ain't like that.
That's what I mean, really, is when, I guess you were putting in the most work, I'm sure, at a younger age.
A lot more time now. I ain't got to do all that.
That's good to hear, man. I've had people on my show who have told me that, and maybe, I don't know if this is just LA, but talk to me about your experience. You said you've been to jail and prison, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I've heard people say that jail, when you're an active gang member, is more dangerous than prison. Would you say that's the case, or what would you say the experience is?
Saying jail's more dangerous than prison?
Yeah.
Well, I guess it just depends on what state you get locked up in, and I ain't gonna front up for, especially I did all my state time in North Carolina, so like the jails, it can get turned or whatever, but in prison, nah, it's gang bang central.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's essential, and it's no joke. Like, it's banging in prison to a certain extent is almost worse than banging in the streets.
Such in close proximity too.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Nothing but different minds, different personalities, different opinions, and then you got your real, and you got your fake. You know what I'm saying? But everybody want to portray their real. And like I said, jails, like down here, it have been turned though. You know what I'm saying? I done seen it be, but prison down here, I had to say it's worse.
Oh, okay. Well, for most people out there who've never experienced stepping foot in prison as an active gang member, take me back to that day. How does it work? Do you link up with people once you get in? I mean, is it like the movies where they check your paperwork and all that? Explain.
Oh yeah,
how
that's
it is.
Automatic. That's automatic. Like, I remember, my first day coming in, and you getting off that bus, and you getting naked, and first thing to do, CO's gonna check your tats. You got the they call it STG, Security Threat Group. They're gonna check your tats to see if you banging. You know what I'm saying, and all that stuff, and then. But once you hit that pod or whatever, you got to go ahead and get with your card. You know what I'm saying? And we got cell phones and stuff like that, so they're going to check. They're going to Google you, see if you a snitch, you know what I'm saying, or see this and third, or holler at the, you know what I'm saying, contact the other homies and this and third. And if you not what you say you are, or you done did something, it's over. It's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? I've seen guys come in the block, some of them not make it out the block. You lucky if you get checked up off the block. So yeah, so like I said, it's more serious, it's more real. But I remember, like, you know what I'm saying, as soon as I got it, I need a banger, I need a shank, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, and oh yeah, when you come in, the first, that's all that, you know what I'm saying, coming in, you're gonna see people that know you, but if you don't know nobody know you, oh, where you from? What you banging? You know what I'm saying? At first, it's automatic. And I ain't gonna front, I got put in the all blood pod. And so my second night, you know what I'm saying? I'm there. We in the shower, banging, fighting like a motherfucker.
Damn, dog. Like that, and the police, the COs probably do that on purpose, right? I mean, they know where everybody's at.
Yeah, and they will do that. Like, for example, like on many occasions, they trying to get some information up out of you, this and third. Like, bro, I ain't snitching, I ain't doing this and third. Okay, next thing you know, they saying, pack your bags, you move. You know what I'm saying? Then they put you in all blood pod or something like that, just to see. But the thing about it is, even if you may have some problems, but if you real, you're gonna be all right anyway.
Yeah. Damn, dog. Probably didn't get
But you
too much.
Yeah, definitely the first time around though, you gonna have to show you got heart though. You don't show you got heart, nah.
Yeah. Did you ever experience a riot while you were there?
Oh yeah, actually I did. I was in Tabor City, and it was a riot, and I actually like I was sitting there running the card table, the house man playing cards, and we doing what we doing. Then next thing you know, like as soon as it get loud, everybody just started looking, and then everybody just started firing off. And I end up going to the hole for a year because I stabbed somebody and broke another dude's jaw.
God damn, homie.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna front, but it's a situation where like, you know, it's either you or them. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So you gotta do what you gotta do. But I end up making it out, so I'm blessed about that.
Yeah. Talk to me.
But and it can happen in the blink of an eye, because that ain't the only time. It's been the child hall or whatever. It can happen in the blink of an eye. That's the thing that's crazy about it. Everything just be calm. The next thing you know, one person start fighting, everybody banging.
Damn, dog. And is it usually a race thing?
It can be. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times it is, because, you know, you got your white boys that's, you know, they think they Aryan Brotherhood or BFG or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Then you got your Bloods, your Crips, Muslims, all that stuff. But yeah, it can't, like, I ain't gonna front out of the 10 years, it was only 2 like race rides, but everything else, all the other rides, they end up turning to a ride because it's just so many people, you know what I mean? And everybody in there, if you ain't running your cell or you got up out of there, it's everybody banging, everybody fighting.
And is it like when you get in to jail, like is it still on site with other Bloods, or are you is it a black thing? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Actually, I mean, now if it's white versus black, we're gonna be together. You know what I'm saying? We gonna come together. But if it's a banging thing, you know what I'm saying? It won't necessarily be like that.
Yeah. Damn. Who were some of the other neighborhoods that, you know, us in LA would recognize that you were, you know, locked up with during your time?
Oh.
I mean, everything from the to neighborhoods, everything, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
To the hundreds, you know what I'm saying? 40s to the hundreds. You know what I'm saying? 40s to the hundreds. You know, it's a mix of everybody. Like I said, and then when I'm in North Carolina, and it's other guys in my same situation, you know, they big homies that came out here, or they from here and they from there and then got caught up out here and shit like that. But yeah, from the 40s to the 100s, man, it's a mix of everything. But I ain't gonna front, 60s is the biggest neighborhood, you know what I'm saying, as far as in prisons right now. It's a lot of, outside the neighborhood, there's a lot of A-trades, you know, you got a lot of 20s. But mostly, I ain't gonna front, mostly it's A-trades and 60s.
Okay. Talk to me about that year in the hole, dog. I mean, mental.
It's like the worst / best thing that happened to me, because, you know, like, while I did them 10 years, I lost 12 family members, you know what I'm saying? Not including close friends and people I care, other people I know. But just being in the hole, being by yourself, I just put myself on the schedule, work out. I rap, you know what I'm saying? I write music, so that'd be my main thing. And then I end up writing, you know what I'm saying, books. I started writing books. So, like, I use that solitude, you know what I'm saying, to bring out my creativity and to better myself. Instead of just sitting in there not doing nothing, I was, you know what I'm saying, I was on my shit. I was building my mental, my physical, my spiritual, you know what I'm saying, gaining knowledge in every way I could. It was the best thing that happened to me, because, like, in a pod, you could do a lot, but when you actually by yourself and you ain't got nothing else to do, and all you got is a couple books, a pen, and a pad, you got to use what you got, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, the time gonna go by slow. Like, I literally put myself on a schedule. I wake up, do my workout. After that, wash up, do what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm writing music. Then after I get done writing music, I'm working on my book. Then after, you know what I'm saying, after I get done with everything I want to do, then I chill and then go to sleep and do it all over again the next day.
Yeah. Damn.
But yeah, it ain't no fun though. You know what I'm saying? The only thing, I got light skin in the motherfucker. No sun, no nothing. You know what I mean?
Damn, dog. That's fucked up, man. I want to jump in a little bit of hip hop.
Okay, let's talk.
You know, I know you've been doing your thing, and by the way, you're a very creative dude, and I could tell you're a very intelligent dude, and I'm glad you came out, you know what I'm saying, better than you went in. But I want to talk about a story that just happened recently out here in L.A. And he's from the other side of the coast. Pop Smoke, CRIP rapper from New York, comes out to L.A. You know, I guess his address gets put online. You know, and he ends up losing his life out here in L.A. in like a $5 million home. Being a rapper yourself, a musician, what are your thoughts on how rappers with gang ties should move in other cities? You know what I'm saying? When they're traveling the country, because, you know, going on tour and things like that.
Yeah, well, you know, stay dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get caught lacking. It is what it is. You choose this lifestyle, you know it come with this lifestyle. You know what I mean? People trying to get at you or whatever. You know, I hate that it happened. I hate that it's like that, and you can't just do what you want to do and supply and provide for your family. But, you know, just stay dangerous and surround people around you that you trust. You know what I mean? I mean, it could happen. Like I said, I hate that it happened.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on the whole checking in thing? You know, going when you go to a state, check in with the local. You know, when you let's say you have a show in Tennessee, do you check in with the local 60s, or do you just, how does that work?
I ain't gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, one thing I learned, every homie ain't your homie. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, traveling and stuff like that, that's the case. I got to go do a show out of state. I'm gonna have my homies with me anyway. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it's gonna go. Cause like I said, every homie ain't your homie. He might be, you know what I'm saying, might set you up or whatever. You know, everybody ain't doing this for the same reason you doing it. So, you know, I mean, you can check in, but I ain't gonna, from me, if I happen to bump into you and I bump into you, then I bump into you. But nah, cause like I said, you may be 60s, but you know what I'm saying, or whatever, anybody, you know what I'm saying. I don't know you for sure. You know what I'm saying. You might try to set me up.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. Yeah. So, I knowing that you were locked up during this time, I'm even more curious to hear what your answer is now. What are your thoughts on a person like Tekashi 6ix9ine?
Man, he got the game fucked up.
After doing 10 years, and he snitches.
He got the game fucked up. First of all, banging and ratting just don't go together. You know what I'm saying? First of all, ratting don't go with anything. If you're a rat and you eating cheese, I ain't even trying to talk. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, don't, because that's how I got locked up. You know what I mean? But nah, and then you come home and you still, you know, doing what you doing. Nah, man, he need to just sit down and go somewhere and sit the fuck down. Yeah, that you know what I'm saying? Ain't no banging and ratting. It just don't coexist.
What are your thoughts specifically? Because he obviously didn't grow up in that lifestyle. Sorry, I had to burp. What are your thoughts specifically on somebody who starts banging after they're a millionaire? You know, like the Chris Browns, the Lil Waynes, the people like that.
I'm gonna tell you, just like I put in my song, capital C's. That's that shit I don't like. Cheap. I hate that shit, man.
Yeah.
I hate that shit. That ain't your life. Then that ain't your life, man. And then you fuck around and get killed or get put in a situation you wonder why. Cause that ain't what you about. Don't do that. You could just be a cool ass nigga. Ain't nothing wrong with being a cool ass nigga. You ain't gotta throw on a color. You ain't gotta do this and third. I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of motherfuckers. It's a lot of motherfuckers from, you know, even back in the day, you know, next thing you know, Wayne Blood or you wasn't hollering none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, you had blue bandanas on, throwing up C's or doing this and third, and the next thing you know, you this or you that. But yeah, doing it after you get fame, man, fuck no. Fuck no. That's bubblegum bullshit.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of rappers doing that shit, and I ain't feeling it at all.
Yeah, there are a lot of them. I would say most of them are probably doing it. Because I think it was Lil Bootsy, I believe, who said you can't have one foot in the street and one foot on stage. There's no way. There's just no way. You travel around too much.
I had to learn that the hard way. The hard way. Huh?
How so?
Because, you know, like, for example, and like I said, I swear to God, I learned that shit the hard way. But just like out here, like really active, selling dope, robbing, pimping, doing whatever, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was doing. And I'm trying to rap at the same time. I couldn't focus all my attention on the music. And then next thing you know, I kept getting locked up. But now that you know what I'm saying, I done came home and I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and I'm staying out the way, I'm able to focus on my music more, you know what I'm saying, and get that and get it done. But yeah, like I said, I had to and I learned that from my little brother because he ain't in the street life, but he focused on his music, and he's done more than I have been able to accomplish because he stays out the way.
Yeah. Now, speaking of your music, I know you just wrote a song about the recent events that are going on, and what I'm talking about is obviously, the killing of another person of color, seen on TV in front of everybody on YouTube. Cop puts his knee on a dude's neck for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, and he dies there. I want to talk about your interactions with COs and kind of lead into this current situation. But first, I would love to know, is it safe to say that most drugs, most cell phones, things like that, get into jail because of COs?
Exactly. That's the number one way. You get your mule, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how it's coming in. If it ain't that, it's visitation. You know what I mean? And you got a few other ways, but visitation and COs, that's how it's coming in. You got your good COs, you got your bad COs, and you got your COs that's just to get a paycheck, and then you got your COs that, probably got picked on all their life, and they come there and make your life hell.
Now, don't incriminate anybody or anything like that. But how does it work? Do you just put money? Like, do you send money to the family? Like, how does one actually connect with the CO in there? And then, hey, let's say me personally, I have a lot of money, and let's say I'm on heroin, and I need my fix every day. I got the money. My wife will, do whatever it takes, whatever the case is. I have unlimited money. How do you connect with the CO to make that happen?
Oh, you got to have that finesse. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what you got to understand. Everybody, like, prison is so much money. You know what I'm saying? So if you can get your hands on anything, you're going to boom bubble. You're going to make more. You're going to make more money in prison than in the streets if you know what the fuck you're doing. Yeah. But, you know what I'm saying? You just got to have that finesse. You got to know how to talk to the CO. You got to know how to make them feel comfortable. And you got to, you know what I'm saying, make it feel like what they doing is going to benefit them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I actually wrote a book called Chestnut Checkers about, because that's what I did. You know what I'm saying? I finessed the prison game. You know what I mean? And, but you got to know how to, you got to know the math. You got to know how to talk to them and how to get them comfortable. So, and then a lot of things, like at first, you know what I'm saying, I had a lot of female COs, and I get them to bring the pack in because they used to want to, you know what I'm saying, be my girlfriend or whatever, And so that was an easy way to get the pack in, you know what I'm saying. But once I got my money up, I just straight to them, money talk, bullshit walk, and I knew how to do it. They get paid once a month, you know what I'm saying. You already know when they get paid, and they don't get paid that much, but they get paid once a month. They got their rent, their lights, their food, So I'll wait till like the third week of the month, and then strike. I'll wait for Christmas time or holidays and then I put my game on. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got such and such and such and such up front. You know what I'm saying? I already have my peoples and my little homies, you know what I'm saying, ready to bring them the pack, and then they just bring it in. And then it's sometimes, but that's it right there.
Yeah, you're the second person on my show, and it's ironic that both of you guys are light-skinned dudes. But you're the second person on my show that said that basically I'm not saying I don't know if you did, but they said they were fucking a couple of COs while they were there, females.
Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had COs, they, my girlfriend, you feel me? And when you locked up, especially me, because when I first got locked up, I had 20 years. And then after my appeal got denied, I did my MAR, and then it got cut down to 10 years. But when I first got that 20 years, I was tricking off too. You feel me? Because you like, damn, I got 20 years. I want some pussy. And I ain't saying I was getting pussy every day or all the time. Yeah. Sometimes it might be like once a month, or it might happen twice in the same week, and then I might not get none for a whole year. It just depends on where I'm at and what's going on. But yeah, they they was on a CRIP. They was on a pretty low. so you know what I'm saying, it wasn't too hard. And then, like I said, I showed them I was militant. I was on my workout shit. You know what I'm saying? They see birds of a feather flock together. They see, besides the homies or whatever. I ain't rock with a lot of people because you gotta they gotta know that you be quiet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, dog. So take me to where do you go? Like, where do you take them? To the towel room? Like, to the shower?
Yeah. Nah, I ain't never get to do it in the towel room, but the janitor closet, the bathroom. See, one time I was a janitor in the hospital. So, go to the bathroom, the janitor closet, wherever there ain't cameras. And that crazy shit, it's got to be quick. I ain't gonna front with like me. I ain't making love anyway. But
and it probably is quick because probably. I'm sure it is quick if you're only doing it once a month or something like that.
Hell of a rush. It's a hell of a rush. You know what I'm saying? But let me tell you, I never forget the first time, man, because I was locked up and shit. and Shorty came through, and I could tell she was feeling me, whatever. So I was just like, kissed her real quick, and then she ran out, and I was like, oh shit, I'm about to get, let's go to the hole, it's a wrap. Man, that motherfucker came back after everybody was asleep and pulled me out, and we went to that motherfucker, man, shit, nigga. And I always thought it was a myth, like, oh, nigga getting pussy in prison. Then when that shit happened, oh, it's a wrap.
Yeah, and then you're just like, all right, when's the next one? Then when's the next one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good shit. That's good shit. All right, so I want to wrap it up with, the current events that's obviously going on, man. What were your thoughts when you saw that video and you spending so much time around police, man? How did you feel?
I mean, heartbroken, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going on. It just keep going and going and going. It's not stopping. Like, when is this shit going to stop? You know what I'm saying? Like, when is we going to stop getting killed? And when is motherfuckers going to get off our fucking necks? Like, this shit is ridiculous. You know what I mean? I don't understand why this shit just keep happening and happening and happening and happening and happening. Like, it don't make no fucking sense, and it's sad, man.
Yeah, man.
Like, I was heartbroken. You know what I'm saying? It just, words can't even express. Because, like, this the only thing I think about. Like, damn, that could be me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It could be any of us. It could be your son. It could be my son. It could be... That's the one that really bothers me, because my son is a good kid. I mean, I'm a good person. I haven't done dirt in fucking 20 years, but like, I'm an innocent dude, man. I'm just a regular guy, and then to think that some shit like that could happen to you, it's an uneasy feeling, man. It's an uneasy feeling.
I mean, you just don't know. You could be, you know what I'm saying, be anywhere doing anything, and the next thing you know, a cop arrives and your life is over for nothing. For nothing. You know, so I just had a situation where, you know, I thought I was going to die because, you know what I'm saying, the police pulled me over, and then after they pulled me over, about 10 of them come, they making us get out the car, and they got the guns on them, but everybody's saying different things. Like, oh, get down. Oh, back. Put your, but there's so much going on at one time. I was like, yo, I'm just going to get on my knees and interlock my fingers like this because I don't know what else. Too many people saying stuff. But I was scared as fuck because, like I said, I did 10 years, and that's all you hearing the whole time you locked up, from Trayvon to, you know what I'm saying, Gray, Floyd, and even now, you know what I'm saying, then I get out and that happens to me. Like I said, I ain't gonna front. I thought it was my last day.
Yeah, man. I always tell people, and I don't know if I'm not afraid of cops, but I would say I'm more afraid of police than I am of any gang member out there.
Me too.
You know what I'm saying?
They'll get away with it. You feel me? They gonna. I don't even be really worried about the ops. You know what I'm saying? The other side or whatever. You know what I mean? But the cops, they're a gang in themselves. They the biggest gang out here with the government. You know what I mean? If they kill you, they can get away with it, and ain't gonna be no consequences or repercussions.
Yeah, man. Well, shit. Tell us about that song you sent me.
Oh man, that's my new shit, man. I just dropped that shit last night. I just recorded last night. It's called Freedom of Speech. Man, like I said, I see everybody doing their thing on social media, doing the challenges and just speaking their heart and speaking their mind. And that's my thing. I love, like, I do the turn up rap, or, you know what I'm saying, get crunk, but my favorite genre of rap is, you know, just speaking that real life shit and what you go through, what you've been through, you know what I'm saying, so that way you can help somebody else going through the same thing you going through, or be able to send your message. So, like, I just fed up, man. I was just fed up. So I then dropped the track and just put my guts into it. You know, and like I said, it's called Freedom of Speech, and, you know, I used it. You feel me? A lot of people don't know their amendments or their rights and stuff like that. I just use my rights.
Yeah, man, that's dope. And we're definitely going to support that over here on Super Audio Network. And one more question for you. I like to ask all MCs this specific question to end the show. Top 5 dead or alive.
Ooh. That's good. See that shit? All right. Top 5 dead or alive.
That one always gets me too, man.
Okay. All right. My number one rapper, and a lot of people gonna be shocked about this, but my favorite rapper is Eminem.
Dog.
He's the greatest to me.
Dre, talk to him. He knows what's up. Dre, my producer Dre knows Eminem is my man. All right, keep going. I like where it's
He's the greatest. He's the
off top.
We all agree.
Eminem. Literally everybody in the studio is in agreement with you right now.
Eminem, he's the best. He's the greatest. And I say that because if you come at him, he gonna eat you. He ain't lost nothing yet. Nope. Can't nobody put them syllables together like him. Can't nobody spit them bars like him. The complexity, even the albums that, you know what I'm saying, people think was all too
sucked or
that
whatever.
nigga's
Yeah, he was still
genius,
killing
man.
it. Yeah.
I listen to him almost every day. That's my favorite rapper.
Bam.
Top 5 dead alive.
Bam.
Then after that, I had to say Tupac.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because he was a creative genius as well. You know what I'm saying? He spoke for the hood. He spoke for, you know what I'm saying, people in general. And just him as a person. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like nobody could put them, like, when I listen to his music, I can see that shit. You know what I'm saying? And that's when the motherfucker blessed. A lot of people can't do that. A lot of people can't do this. So yeah, Tupac number 2. Then number 3. I'm gonna have to say myself. Number 3, I'm gonna have to say myself. You know
Okay, all right. Honorable mention.
And the only reason I ain't put myself number 1 because I just feel like I can't. I mean, I try my hardest, but I'm not like Tupac or Eminem. But then number 4, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have to go with. Probably Dre, man, Dr. Dre.
Interesting choice. Okay.
Dr. Dre.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And then whatever, that was number 4, right?
Yep.
Number 5, man, DMX.
DMX, dog. Off top.
DMX.
Yeah. One of the best performances I ever saw in my whole life was the Hard Knock Life tour in '99. DMX had everybody fucking hanging on every word.
Yeah, DMX, he great. And I got a lot of favorites, and I got a lot of people I like. I like the 90s era. The 90s era, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna front, like I said, the top 5, the last 4 and 5 can switch depending on how I'm feeling, because I forgot about Lauryn Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
But, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I love the 90s music. Now, this new era, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna front the newest era. If I can't bump your whole CD without skipping the track, then you ain't a great to me.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You ain't a great to me.
Yeah.
So a lot of these new cats, I just like certain singles. You know what I'm saying? And that just depends on what kind of mood I'm in.
Exactly. And it's usually a turned up single or something like that. There's not too many people saying some real shit out there, but you got to dig for it. It's out there. I definitely encourage everybody to check out my dude, CRIP Curry. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Man, go ahead and hit me on Facebook. It's CRIP Curry. Like I said, I just got out, so I'm starting up Instagram. Instagram is CRIP Curry 60 as well. I'm about to go ahead and get this YouTube jumping. Go ahead. About to be shooting videos, getting everything rolling. I'm just now finally in a position after I've been out and got myself situated and everything like that. The music's gonna be coming. Tune in, because I do it all. You know what I'm saying? I'm very versatile. My favorite thing is that real life shit. I do the battle rap. You know what I'm saying? The turned up shit, gang banging shit, everything. Shit. You know, I got songs with my pretty low ass. Got them songs for them bitches, everything. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Everything. Stay tuned.
Yeah. I'm going to drop something on you before I leave, because I think this could be a big thing. I think you need to create your YouTube channel, just hit record, and just talk. Just tell your stories, dog. Because there's people out there right now who have prison channels that are in the 500,000 Ks and gang channels and things like that. And listening to just the 30 minutes that we've been talking, I know we barely hit the tip of the iceberg. You know what I'm saying? So if you get in front of YouTube, I think you can make some serious dough, dog. I'm just throwing it out there, man. Let me plant that little seed and see where you are in a year.
And so I ain't gonna lie, I'm just learning. I'm learning all this stuff. You see, when you contacted me, I don't know how to find how to do the
Skype,
shit. Like all that was the biggest thing about me coming home from prison. Everything was still the same, but technology.
Technology, huh? Damn. Yeah, I didn't even think of that, man. But yeah, hopefully I planted that seed. It's really easy. It's just as easy as creating a Skype account, create a YouTube account, and just talk, and the subscribers are going to come. I feel it, dog. Just talk to one of your younger friends who can maybe help you out. But definitely look forward to seeing what you got in the future, and I hope we can do this again, man.
Yeah. Hey, before I get up out of here, man, hey, is there any way you can pull that song up and let it play?
It's not. We're gonna play it. We'll play it on my podcast. So I got you, dude. I'm gonna definitely play it on the podcast. Yeah. So I'm gonna release it in about a week or so via podcast, and I'm gonna make sure it's played. If anything, I may even see what I can do tonight. So I'm not going to make any promises.
I appreciate you giving me this opportunity, man. Like I said, I'm new to all this shit, man, and I appreciate this, man.
Yeah,
like what you're doing. Anytime you want me on here, anytime you need me, man, just holler at me.
Thank you so much, homeboy. You have a safe night. Be safe out there, and I'll talk to you soon, all right?
All right, man.
All right,
Stay
man.
up.
Peace, doc. Dre Day. All right, so what have your thoughts been, Dre, on this whole situation? I would love to know Dre's thoughts, from everything from the cop doing his thing to where we are today.
Oh no, the cop doing his thing. That's not. No, that was just terrible, dude. There's no reason for that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was
It just seemed like he was holding a grudge, or like he was like everybody says the same thing.
Yeah.
That wasn't a man. That was a demon.
That was
devil.
evil.
That was evil. Yeah.
Yeah, that was like pure evil, man. I honestly, I maybe watched 5 seconds of the video. I've seen the picture 100,000 times already, and it's just gonna be implanted in my head. And I didn't want to watch the full video, dog, because I just knew it would make me not happy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a fucked up situation all around. And like I mentioned earlier, my city of Long Beach got rampaged. I mean, they fucked it.
They fucked it up.
And I know people personally who are affected, which is shitty. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know a friend who got stabbed.
I'm worried that they're gonna start looting houses and shit.
Oh, dude, Dre, this 3 days ago when this thing first went down, my wife and I said the first thing we're doing on Saturday is we're gonna get another gun. Just like anytime anything like this goes down, my solution is get another gun. I'm like,
really?
Fuck it, man. I'm gonna get another gun and just another weapon I can reach faster in case somebody comes. If I have to hold two of them up, because that's what I thought when 4 days ago or whatever, when this shit was really going down in LA and it's like close to where I'm at. I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, okay, they may just start, you know what I'm saying, fucking with houses. And I live in a gated community, not saying that's anything because it's in the middle of the fucking hood, so that means literally nothing. But that being said, maybe they think because it's gated that we have a little bit more money. And I was just like, fuck, man, they're coming for us, dude. It made me, for one night, I was like, all right, I'm a little worried.
I'm just saying, like, because there's a lot of unrest and who knows what's gonna happen. And I'm not saying that the protesters are gonna, but people who are taking advantage of the protests.
That's the fucked up.
Are the ones.
That's the part right there.
Those are the people taking advantage.
Yeah. That's the part that messes it up because it's a small minority of people. Like most people, and I'm so happy to see this, dog. Most people are protesting peacefully. This is what we should be doing. If you believe in injustice, this is exactly what we should be doing. Do it for months, years, however long it takes to make a change. But the first couple nights, I was like, please don't let this be the legacy of this dude. Like, if I fucking got killed by the police, I wouldn't want people rampaging my city. Like, nah, that's not, no. Get out there and fucking march and do it every day and do it in each city. This is the crazy part, Dre, is it's in every city, dude. It's in a lot of cities across the country, homie. So it's an interesting time. It's big. It was bigger than the LA situation back in '92, in my opinion. This because it's going from city to city, and it was like I was sitting there like, oh shit, first Minneapolis, then you hear stories of Salt Lake City, then you hear stories of Chicago, then you hear stories of Texas. You're like, what the hell? This thing is spreading. But keep it positive out there, guys. Please, please, please keep it positive. And I'm asking you to keep it positive because the last thing we need are more dead people of color out there, more people of color in jail because they arrested something like 3,000 people, Dre, which is only going to be more people of color in jail. So I need you guys to please, you know what I'm saying, stay safe out there. And once again, join me in Whittier, 1 p.m., Uptown Whittier. Hit me on the DM if you want to join me. The more the merrier. We're going to be marching for peace. For peace. That's my thing. I'm not marching for anybody's lives matter. I'm not marching for anything like that. I'm marching for peace amongst everyone. So we're going to be out there in Uptown Whittier, and then I'll be recording a podcast with Hood Stocks Podcast. Let's go into this song, man. My boy Bone, who I've known for, 25 years, one of my best friends in the whole world. Him and someone just released a joint. It's called Who's to Say 1251. We're going to listen to this while we take a little break. I'm going to go take a pee break, and I'm going to roll another joint. We'll be back in about 5 minutes. We'll be chatting with MURDA from Kitchen Crips. Right now, Who's to Say 1251 featuring my boy Bone. Super Audio Network, Dusty Vision Radio.
How many times we gotta say I can't breathe until they take my people seriously? Pandemonium and chaos in the streets when all we really want is equality. But that don't seem to be an option, no. So we pound the concrete in revolution mode, looking for change and a way to break the system. Instead they killing and locking us up in prison. Lives matter no matter the situation, but you take ours with no hesitation. Then you wonder why we so frustrated. Your punishment's a paid leave vacation. We gotta think, y'all. Time to use your brain. Robbing and looting, that shit, it all goes in vain. Send a message, come together first. Devise a plan to hit the bottom line to make it hurt, then squeeze. And make it hard for them to breathe. And make it hard for them to breathe.
Who's to Say 1251 featuring Bone. Make sure you guys check that out on YouTube. Deep shit. Perfect for this time that we're going through right now. Dre Day. Let's keep the party going, my dude. On the line, we have someone who's been on our show before. Good dude. Definitely wanted to get his opinion on what's going on now, you know, with this whole police brutality situation. And, you know, specifically because he's been in such proximity to, you know, police all his life and COs and things like that, you know, after doing 16 years in prison. But I want to talk about that. I want to even, you know, get in deeper into the conversation we started a few months back when he was on our show. Very educational dude, man, coming from Kitchen Crips on the east side of South Central. Ladies and gentlemen, Murder. What up, Murder?
What's happening?
Good to hear you again, homeboy. How you been?
Oh, man, I've been good, man. How you been?
I'm chilling, man. And, you know, under the circumstances. I'm doing cool, man. Doing good, doing good.
What's up?
Yeah, thanks for coming back on, dog.
Yeah, for sure. No problem.
Yeah, before we talk about the current, situation that's going on right now, I would love your thoughts on that. But I kind of want to lead up to that. I want to talk a little bit, more, get a little bit more into our conversation from what we, how we talked last time. Is that cool with you?
Yeah, yeah.
All right,
We can
cool,
do that.
cool. Because I was listening to our first interview, and I was like, oh man, I should have asked him this, or I wanted to ask him that, or such and such. But since we last spoke, Tekashi 6ix9ine has been released from jail. We talked about Tekashi 6ix9ine in our old interview. In hindsight, I would love to know your thoughts now that he's out of jail and fucking getting like 300 million streams on YouTube.
Just the era we live in now. It's more, I guess that shit's acceptable. I couldn't see no rapper 20 years ago doing what he did, snitching and all that coming out. And people still fucking with him like they do,
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't really got no street fan base, It's people, they don't really care about street code or ethics or none of that shit, so.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's a different time we're living in. I hear some music in the background. Are you near somebody playing music?
Yeah.
Yeah, is it possible that you can, if you don't mind?
Hello?
I'm sorry, that's much better. I'm sorry, it was overtaking your voice. Yeah, that's perfect.
Right. Okay.
Much better, much better. Yeah, so you were saying that, yeah, it's a different time than we are 20 years
right
ago. Yeah, man. And I know last time we talked, you kind of got into the story, that what led up to you doing time from 2000 to 2016, and that was all because somebody worked with the police, right?
Right. A few people.
A few people. Oh, because you only you kind of only mentioned I think you mentioned the girl smoking weed in the car, or the dude that said the girl was smoking weed, and then they ended up.
Nah, it's some of my homies that told.
Oh, damn.
Some of the guys who was beefing with told. Yeah, it's like about 5-6 different people.
Man, how does that make? And I obviously know how, but talk to me about what you were feeling like when the hood. You gave so much to your hood, you gave so much to your homies, and then someone who is supposed to be a brother or something like that does something like this.
It's an ultimate betrayal.
Yeah.
It's the ultimate.
Yeah.
Like, they wasn't even with us. The people that told us, it was just me and one other person. We ain't had to say shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they just kept their mouth shut. It would have been all right.
Damn,
but,
dude. Yeah.
I mean, only thing I felt fucked up about was there's people out here still fucking with them, knowing they did what they did,
Oh, that would have. That must have felt like shit.
Right. Especially when you get out of jail from doing all that time, and they want to be like, hey, what's up? Like, want to fuck with you and all that. It's like, why would I want to fuck with you? You was hanging with the niggas that snitched on me the whole time I was in jail. That don't make no sense. It's not intelligent,
How does it work? I mean, I thought you were just ostracized from the hood once you snitch. I mean, how were they able to still?
Not these days.
Not these days. Damn.
Man, it ain't every hood. Every hood. People be playing favoritism, You may have somebody that told, but he got like 30 family members from the set, so, favoritism. People be picking and choosing.
Damn, dog. Yeah, man. What was the biggest thing when you got out in 2016? What was the biggest change? 16
Technology.
Years technology. Yeah.
Technology. The way people dress way different too, but mainly technology.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That makes
That
sense.
was like most different thing. A whole lot of change.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with these phones, the internet, social media, wasn't none of that. It wasn't none of that back then.
Yeah. No, we just had a big unrest in our city, shit all over the country. But you're old enough, you're my age, you're old enough to remember the riots of 1992. Yeah.
Right.
Were you living in L.A. at that time?
Right down the street from where it started.
Okay.
I was down 85th and Normie.
Damn, yeah, Normandy and Florence is where it popped
I
off.
just came home from Horace Mann Junior High where I was going at the time. And so like, as soon as I got home, it was on the TV. It was going down.
Yeah. Take me back to that day, and what, if anything, feels different with this one with George Floyd?
That one was a little different because, they had went to trial and all that. When people had seen it, what happened, they still found him not guilty. That was a little different, but I felt people was way more outraged about that. And I feel like these cops right here, they get found not guilty, it's probably gonna be a big outrage.
Dog.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I mean, this fucking country's gonna blow up if that happens. I mean, I don't see that anything going good if these cops get off. But I'm hearing stories out there that due to certain laws and things like that and what they're actually charged with, that there's like a 30-35% chance that they can get off, which would just fucking destroy this country.
Or probably just get a slap on the wrist. That'd be an insult too.
Yeah. Shit, what do you think should be the ultimate charge for all four of them?
Murder.
Yeah.
First degree for the guy had a knee on his neck, and second for all the other ones.
Because if you're driving, let's say your homie goes to do a drive-by, and you're in the car, but you don't actually pull the trigger, what's the charge that you would get? And someone dies. Let's say someone dies. What's the charge?
Right, you're gonna get charged with the same as the shooter, accessory. Accessory.
Yeah, which a lot of people are saying the other three cops should be charged with as well, because they stood there and did nothing. But I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a fucking, I haven't been in the system like that, so I don't know. But I just know if they get off, it's going to be a fucked up situation. It's going to be a fucked up situation. But something positive came out of the L.A. riots not too long after that was the peace treaty. Do you remember anything about that? I know we were kind of young. We were like probably 12, 13. But do you remember anything about that?
Yeah, I've been there. Mm-hmm.
Talk to me about what you remember about that time.
Just seeing some shit I thought I'd never see. People blowing red rats tied together, plus Chris kicking it together. That was something I thought I'd never see.
Yeah.
But it didn't last long.
It didn't. Damn, yeah, that sucks. Now, last time we talked to
I think that's due to the police too, though. I feel they the ones that started a lot of them beats back.
You think so?
They were dressing up as gang members, going to shoot at people, yelling out people's hoods that they ain't from. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So a lot of people in LA know that.
Talk to me. You know what? Not too many people have heard that. So you're saying that cops would drive around, go to someone else's neighborhood, say, "Nigga, this is such and such gang," and just to start some shit?
Yeah, I believe they still do. Just like 2-3 weeks ago in LA, they had a lot of shootings, like all of them like a few blocks apart, a few minutes apart. I believe they possibly had something to do with that. I feel they want us out here killing each other, and they gonna keep it going by any means they can.
Damn. That's some deep shit.
I
mean, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, they want us all beefing with each other. Same thing they did like with the Panthers. Had them beefing with each other. The ones, from different coasts, New York and LA.
Yeah.
Printing up false letters saying this so-and-so, and we gonna do this and do that when we see you. And the whole time it was the FBI, COINTELPRO.
Yeah, well, because as anyone
I believe they're using the same tactics today.
Yeah, and it keeps everyone employed. It keeps them employed. As anyone knows, there's money in black on black murder. I mean, there's when a black person dies, a Latino person dies in the hood, it employs a lot of people. It employs the ambulance driver who has to drive to the hood to pick the person up. It employs
I seen an interview recently with Tupac was talking about that when they did their interviews with him.
That's probably where I got it.
It's true, cause I was in Susanville. Like, that city, probably 85% of the people in that city work at the prison. You got people, mom, dads, grandfather, brothers, sisters all work at that prison doing something, whether they're a nurse, CO, or whatever they may be. Staff.
Yeah, it employs a lot of people.
Right, keep that whole city going.
It
Maybe,
employs,
little small areas way in a boondock somewhere.
Yep. Damn, dude, that's the reality of it, man. A famous scene in Menace to Society is when the police dropped off Kane and No Dog in a rival gang neighborhood. Thankfully, it went okay, and the essays were cool with them. It's one of my favorite scenes, but that's probably some real shit, right? Cops dropping off.
Yeah, that ain't never happened to me before, but that's definitely some real shit. That happened to some of my homies before.
Damn, where a cop just picks you up and probably fucks you up or whatever, and then drops you off in a rival gang hood.
Yeah. Hell yeah, that should be happening for real.
Man, have you had any? It's probably a dumb question, but maybe it's not. But have you had any run-ins with any crooked cops, specifically you?
Oh yeah.
Talk to me.
Yeah, they done lied on police reports about me. I had one said he found a bullet in the back seat of the car I was in. I'm like, man, that bullet probably been in there for how long? You put that shit in there, Yeah. I'm like, hey, you supposed to search me before you put me in the car anyway. So, they just be making up all type of shit. I had one call me a nigger before.
Damn. White dude, Mexican, Latino?
White dude.
Yeah.
And his partner was a Latino, and he was sitting in in the front seat, in the front passenger seat. And the guy was like, he was at my back door, at the passenger door. He was talking to me, asking me some questions. I'm like, man, I don't know shit, I'm playing dumb. So he got frustrated, and he was like, fucking nigger. I was like, damn. I'm like, I said, man, that's how y'all get it down. He called me that, then he slammed the door on me. Then I said to the Latino cop, I'm like, man, didn't you hear what he said? He like, man, I ain't hear nothing. I said, oh, these punk motherfuckers working together.
Yep. Damn. Now shit.
But they tag teamers, same way they do in prison.
What do you
mean?
mean?
Might get into a right, like the way they be coming together. Like, so you might get into a ride with the Southsiders, and the Woods might jump in, the white boys might jump in, to start helping them. I believe, they do the same thing on the streets. Out here on the streets, they come together against us.
Now, would you say that phones, drugs, and other things like that, contraband or whatever, would you say the majority of it gets into prisons and jails through COs and cops?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Straight up, huh? Just like that. Damn. How does it work? How does, like, let's say I have a lot of money and I need a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? How does it work with somebody in prison, and how would I get a cell phone within 24 hours if I needed one?
Just gotta know the right one. I never had one when I was in there. To be honest with you, I used to use other people's phones if I need to make a call. Or I just make a collect call. But no, I seen them do somebody dirty. I seen them sell somebody a cell phone for like $700. Then I seen him go. The same cop went in his CO went in his room and searched his room and took it. Then told him if he wanted it back, now it's $1,000.
Damn.
So I was like, fuck that. I ain't never getting no cell phone.
Brings too much attention, man.
All right.
Shit, we talked about, a couple of people have mentioned this on my show in the past, but how prevalent was it for female CEOs to give up that pussy?
It happens.
Yeah.
Never happened for me, unfortunately, but yeah, it happens.
My man said unfortunately. Yeah, but you heard stories of people banging COs and things like that?
Yeah, I know this one dude. He was from Actors Park. He cracked the CO in there. She ended up quitting her job and married him.
What the fuck? Damn. I wonder if they're still together.
Happens.
I wonder if they're still together to this day. What a love story.
Yeah, they probably are.
Let me ask you, because when this happened, I think you were, you were locked up. But Rick Ross, the rapper, got a lot of shit for people finding out he was a CO. I got it right away. I was like, he was obviously, you know what I'm saying, selling in there dope and things like that. But what was your general impressions when you heard that Rick Ross off top was he was a cop, but he was working in the jail? Did you get
I
it?
wasn't surprised. I feel like a lot of them rappers be lying about the life they don't live. He just got caught in his lie. I don't feel he was never doing a lot of that shit he be talking about in his raps.
Okay.
You don't even know the real Rick Ross.
Yeah,
I feel like he's just a fucking phony, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't even from LA. He's trying to use somebody from LA name. Like, you don't even know.
Yep. Yeah, I had the chance to interview.
I need Freeway Rick sued him over that.
Yeah. Yep. I had the chance to sit down with Freeway Rick for a whole hour interview, and we went through that. And he sued him, and he lost. Can you believe that, dog? He lost, homie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's nuts. That's like my name, like somebody just taking my name and just making a whole career off of it, and and then I can't get nothing off that. That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah, his whole persona, like, he ain't get none of them tattoos, none of that shit till he started rapping.
Mm-hmm.
It's his made up character.
Yeah. Now, did you ever spend
It's
time?
a lot of them. It's a lot of them. I feel like that shit be bullshit. But you got a lot of them that's really in the streets too. At the same time, I ain't gonna say not all rappers ain't really.
Interesting that you say that.
Yeah.
Because I was watching a Lil Boosie interview, and he said that it's impossible to have one foot. And this is just his opinion, but I would love your take on this. He said it's impossible to have one foot in the street and one foot on the stage. It's either one or the other. What do you think?
I believe that's true.
Yeah, because you're just too accessible, right? Like you're moving around, you're too accessible.
All right.
Yeah.
Because a lot of rappers I like, especially like the ones from Chicago, they end up getting killed.
Mm-hmm.
Like they call that drill rap,
of course,
whatever.
Yeah.
And a lot of them end up getting killed and going to jail for murders and all type of shit.
Yeah, because shit, you're posting on Instagram. I got a show at this club on Friday. It's 8:00. Like it's like, okay, your ops know exactly where to be on Friday at 8:00. It's like, so it's almost impossible, man. Yeah, it's almost impossible, dude. Did you go ahead?
No, I was just gonna say, I was just thinking about, L.A. Capone, Young Pappy, like, what's the other one? Capo, gang of them got killed out there.
Yeah.
That shit be crazy like them. So I really started liking their music, next thing they get killed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, I was messing with that drill for a cool minute too, man. That Chicago sound was, even when then Rondo number 9 gets locked up, but it's like, it's crazy, man. I would love to know your take on this too, because a lot of these rappers, like, they have it coming, and I hate to say it, or not even these rappers, but everybody is posting everything they're doing on Instagram. I can go on Instagram right now, dog, and probably at least 3 people I follow are probably selling some kind of lean. They're literally putting it on Instagram. They're putting it in their Instagram stories. Yo, hit me up. I got this. I got that. And they don't think that the feds and the police aren't watching this and looking at this. I mean, us being in our 40s, that has to be kind of an interesting thing for you.
Yeah, I wouldn't do nothing like that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in jail right now because they posted pictures with guns and with coke and all type of other shit, Yep. Well, it's not smart.
Yeah. And that's something that I've never been a gangster, but that's something that I understand it's just back then you didn't talk about what you do, and then gangster rap comes around and it's like, oh, okay, I guess it's okay to talk about what you do. I don't know. It's different, man. It's different. But I want to end it with something. I want to ask you, everything, you know what I'm saying, that the average person goes through in the neighborhood, not necessarily even a gangbanger, but someone who grew up in certain neighborhoods where there were gangs and things like that. Do you think the average person in the neighborhood suffers from some sort of PTSD?
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you're really warring with another neighborhood, and they neighborhood is only one street that separate y'all. They end up being, when it's wartime, and Gotta really be on point. Be shooters. You might get 2, 3 shootouts in one day. So y'all so close to each other.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I think definitely a lot of gang members suffer from PTSD.
Speaking of peace and things like that, we were talking about earlier. Last time you were on my show, you mentioned that your neighborhood and East Coast, they had just, got together on some peace shit. How's that holding
Ceasefire.
up? Yeah, how's that holding up?
Oh no, well.
Good. I love
There
hearing
ain't
that.
been no problems with us.
That's dope.
Basically, we don't kick it with each other. We don't party or none of that with each other. We just, they do their thing, we do ours. They stay in their hood, we stay in our hood.
Mm-hmm.
They don't disrespect us, we don't disrespect them.
Yeah, that's cool, man. Well, shit, Murder, I appreciate you, chilling with me again and talking. It's always a pleasure, homeboy. Do you have anything you want to promote, or do you want to, tell anybody where they can find you, or?
No, I just want to say free all the real ones.
There you go. Say it again. I cut you
free
off.
all the real ones.
There you go, man. Yeah. Homeboy, it's been a pleasure, man. You have a safe night. It's a crazy time out there, and stay safe and vigilant, dog.
All right, man. You too. Nice talking to you.
You too, homie. I'll talk to you soon.
All right.
Peace, man. Oh, man. Dude. Feels good to be here, Dre. Feels good to be here, dude. I'm keeping it real.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I missed you.
I know. I kind of missed you too, man.
I know you weren't supposed to be here, but you made it. Awesome.
Hurry
up and get home before curfew.
I know. Well, no, there's no curfew tonight.
Oh, shit.
We're good. Yeah, tonight, no curfew. They sent us, or I saw somewhere that there's no curfew tonight. But how crazy is that we were actually having a curfew because of a few dumb assholes?
I feel like a kid again. I feel like I was a teenager.
6 p.m. also.
I told my wife, "Hey, let's go let's go have sex because our parents are not home."
Right? Did you finger bang? Because I haven't finger banged in a minute.
I'm saying we did all the high school shit.
Yeah,
what
nice. No, that's what I was saying.
We played Stone Pit Temple Pilots and everything. I don't know. I'm talking about my ass.
Nice. No, that's that high shit. I love it. This is around the time of the show where my brain turns to mush.
Dude, both those conversations are intense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good shit, man. And then, when you're smoking and drinking, towards the end, I'm bad, man. My ADHD starts kicking in.
Yes.
But, dude, I love doing this. I can't wait to keep this shit
Welcome
going,
back.
man. Yes, sir. Every Thursday right here on Super Audio Network, Dusty Vision Radio. And once again, I'm going to encourage everybody to come and post up with me. And we're going to march Uptown Whittier, 1 p.m. We're going to march for peace. We're going to march for love. And we're going to march for a better future. And after that, I'm going to be a guest on the Hood Stocks podcast right there. So make sure you follow him and make sure you hit that subscribe button right here. Super Audio Network, Dusty Vision Radio every Thursday. Dre Day. Yeah. See you next week, homie.
See you next week.
Peace.